2013 Escalade. The side step is stuck. The motor is seized. And they sell it now to where you can replace the motor with the bracket together because the motor gets stuck in the bracket. So yeah, this is a whole new assembly, new motor, new bracket. It was $150 on Amazon. OEM is like $400 or more, so I just went ahead and got this cheap. Okay, so right now I'm going to work on removing the step. It looks like 13 millimeters. There's 2 going in the bottom, 2 going in the side. I've already unplugged the motor. It's probably going to be the same thing for the back bracket. It's probably going to be 4 13 millimeters. But yeah, we're going to remove this side step completely to work on this thing on a bench because there's going to be a little bit of disassembly needed. Let's take off this back bracket. I don't know what's going on here. It's weird. So there ended up being more than what it looked like. There's a 13 millimeter there, and here, basically lining the bottom of the step. There's a bracket running along the rail. There's about 3 13 millimeters. They just run along the whole seam here. So now I think we're ready to go ahead and drop the step. I'm gonna try to drop it and like rest it on the lift arms and then just get it out completely. So now I'm just gonna focus on removing this whole assembly from the side step, bracket, and step. I see 3 10s. There's a nut here, 10 millimeter nut. Holding it to the step itself is some Allens. And then I see 2 little Allens hiding under here. So yeah, I'm just gonna be working on completely removing this assembly from the side step. Okay, I'm done swapping over this assembly. Let me kind of recap. I went ahead and marked where the original bracket was with this tape, because the threads in here, it actually slides along this rail so the bracket can move. So I went ahead and marked it, and I did actually have to center it up just a tad, line it up with the tape. So all together, we've got these Allens right here, these 2 Allen bolts. We've got these 310s down here, and then we had these 2 4mm hex bolts hiding here, one here, one here. And then after all that's off, we can just slide it off, slide the new one on, you're ready to go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall this freaking thing back in the Escalade. But this is the support bracket that I was trying to show you whenever I was removing it. So yeah, it's just 13mm going along this this rail here. So let's get this back in the Escalade and see if it's fixed. So it's going to be really important to make sure you get these bolts on the right spot, because there's these really short 13s that go into the bottom, and there's also some really long ones that go into the side. And if you put the long one into the bottom, you're going to puncture these AC lines super easily. So make sure you do not mix these up. These go into the side, away from these AC lines. So if you find yourself replacing it and it's not wanting to retract and go out the way it's supposed to, you might have to perform a reset. It's pretty easy. Just get inside, make sure all the doors are closed, turn the ignition to the run position, but don't turn it on. Just put it in run, and then you're going to toggle the disable switch 3 times within 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and turn the ignition off, turn it back on, and test it out.